How to stop carrying what is not yours. Some of us were trained to feel the room before we were allowed to feel ourselves. We learned the weather of other people early, the shift in tone, the silence before the storm, the face someone made when they were disappointed, the heaviness no one named but everyone obeyed. We became fluent in atmospheres. And because we could feel it, we thought it was ours. That is where the confusion began. A child does not know the difference between sensitivity and responsibility. A child feels the sadness in the house and thinks, I should fix it. A child feels tension between adults and thinks, I should become easier to love. A child feels anger in the room and thinks, I should disappear, perform, soothe, explain, or become perfect. This is how people become containers for what does not belong to them. Not because they are weak, because they were perceptive before they were protected. Carrying what is not yours can look noble from the outside. It can look like loyalty, maturity, compassion, devotion, strength. You become the one who understands, the one who stays calm, the one who translates everyone's pain into language they can tolerate, the one who remembers the birthdays, feels the distance, anticipates the rupture, checks the emotional temperature, repairs what others break and calls it love. But the body knows when compassion has become captivity. It starts to ache under invisible weight. The chest tightens. The stomach hardens. The throat closes around the sentence you keep swallowing. The shoulders carry grief that has no name. You feel tired in a way sleep does not fix. That is often the first sign. Not resentment, not collapse, not the final breaking point. The first sign is the body whispering, "This is too much," because it is not all mine. To stop carrying what is not yours, you have to become very honest about the hidden contract. Who taught you that love means absorbing? Who taught you that peace is your job? Who taught you that someone else's disappointment is an emergency? Who benefits when you stay over-responsible? Who gets to remain unconscious because you keep metabolizing the consequence? These are not easy questions. They cut through the beautiful language we use to make self-abandonment sound sacred. Family systems especially know how to assign invisible roles. The strong one, the forgiving one, the successful one, the sensitive one, the problem solver, the bridge, the scapegoat, the keeper of secrets, the one who makes everyone else feel less guilty. And once a family gives you a role, it may punish you for outgrowing it. This is why boundaries can feel like betrayal at first. Not because they are betrayal, because the system that benefited from your lack of boundaries experiences your healing as disobedience. Let that sentence enter slowly. Sometimes people will call you cold when you stop carrying their heat. They will call you selfish when you stop abandoning yourself. They will call you distant when you stop making your nervous system available for their chaos. They will call you changed because you are no longer performing the role that kept them comfortable. That does not mean you are doing it wrong. It may mean the old contract is losing power. Energetic hygiene begins with telling the truth about what you are actually feeling. Not the spiritual version, not the polite version, not the version that protects everyone else from discomfort. The real version. I feel drained after this conversation. I feel guilty when I say no. I feel responsible for their mood. I feel afraid they will withdraw if I stop overgiving. I feel angry because I keep calling obligation compassion. I feel grief because part of me thought love had to feel like this. Naming is cleansing. Before you can release what is not yours, you have to stop calling it by holy names. You have to stop calling fear intuition. Stop calling enmeshment closeness. Stop calling over-functioning devotion. Stop calling silence peace. Stop calling exhaustion strength. Stop calling emotional labor just who I am. Maybe it is not who you are. Maybe it is who you had to become. There is a difference. A boundary is not a wall against love. It is a structure that tells love where it can remain clean. Without boundaries, love becomes contaminated by resentment. Compassion becomes obligation. Intimacy becomes intrusion. Help becomes control. Listening becomes absorption. A boundary says, I can care about you without becoming you. I can witness your pain without making it my assignment. I can love my family without living inside their patterns. I can be generous without being available for extraction. I can be spiritually open without being energetically unguarded. Some people think boundaries are spoken only in dramatic sentences. Sometimes they are, but often they are quiet practices. Letting the phone ring. Not answering the message while your body is in distress. Pausing before saying yes. Leaving the room when the conversation becomes circular. Refusing to explain your no until it becomes a negotiation. Letting someone be disappointed without rushing to repair their feeling. Returning an emotion to its rightful owner. That last one is holy work. Returning an emotion to its rightful owner. Not with cruelty, not with punishment, not with superiority, with clarity. This grief is real, but it is not mine to solve. This anger is loud, but it is not mine to absorb. This fear belongs to the family system, but it does not have to become my future. This shame was handed down, but I do not have to keep wearing it. Release is not always a single act. Sometimes it is a repetition. 1,000 small refusals to re-enter the old role. You may have to release the same person many times, the same guilt, the same inherited fear, the same fantasy that if you explain yourself perfectly, everyone will understand and bless your freedom. They may not. You may have to become free without applause. That is one of the hardest initiations, especially when part of you still wants permission from the very system you are leaving, but the body begins to know. The first time you do not absorb the storm, something in you trembles. The second time, something in you grieves. The third time, something in you starts to trust you. This is how self-belonging is built, not by becoming untouchable, by becoming responsible for what is actually yours. Your words, your choices, your body, your healing, your money, your energy, your integrity, your repair when you cause harm, your refusal to keep participating in harm disguised as love. And other people are responsible for theirs, their moods, their projections, their consequences, their healing, their avoidance, their disappointment, their relationship with the truth. This is not cold. This is clean. Clean love is not careless. It is not detached in the way abandonment is detached. Clean love can be warm, loyal, generous, present, devoted. But it does not confuse devotion with possession. It does not require one nervous system to become the landfill for another person's unprocessed life. Spiritually, This is where the work becomes subtle. Because some of us are genuinely sensitive. We do feel energy. We do pick up rooms. We do sense what is unsaid. We do dream other people's grief, carry ancestral static, feel collective fear in the body. That sensitivity is real. But sensitivity is not a sentence. It is an instrument. And an instrument has to be tuned, cleared, rested, protected. Energetic hygiene may be as simple as asking before you enter a conversation, "Is this mine to hold? Is this mine to help with? Is this mine to know?" It may be placing your hand on your body after leaving someone and saying, "Anything that is not mine, I release. Anything that is mine, I meet with honesty." It may be water, silence, prayer, movement, breath, salt, sleep, solitude, therapy, a locked door, a walk outside, a journal where the truth can leave the body without becoming someone else's crisis. It may be learning that not every open door is sacred. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is close one. Especially if what keeps entering is confusion, manipulation, guilt, or emotional debris dressed as intimacy. To stop carrying what is not yours, you must let people have their own path. That sounds simple until you love them. Let them be disappointed. Let them misunderstand. Let them struggle with the boundary. Let them meet the consequence. Let them have the dignity of their own awakening, even if they do not choose it yet. You cannot digest another person's truth for them. You cannot heal a family system by being the only one willing to feel. You cannot make someone conscious by sacrificing your own peace at the altar of their avoidance. At some point, love has to become honest enough to stop interfering with consequence. And this is where release becomes sacred. Not because you stop caring, because you stop confusing care with carrying. There is a moment when you finally put down what was never yours, and the emptiness feels frightening. You may not know who you are without the weight. You may reach for it again because heaviness can feel like purpose when you have carried it long enough. But wait. Let the empty space stay empty. That space is not abandonment. It is room. Room for your own breath. Room for your own desire. Room for your own grief. Room for your own future. Room for love that does not require your disappearance. This is the practical spirituality of release. Tell the truth. Name the role. Feel the guilt without obeying it. Return what belongs to others. Protect the instrument. Let love become clean. Choose what is yours. And when the old voice rises, the one that says you are selfish, cold, disloyal, too much, not enough, place your hand on the center of your body and remember, you are allowed to be compassionate without being consumed. You are allowed to be connected without being invaded. You are allowed to love people without carrying the parts of them they refuse to meet. What is yours will strengthen you, even when it challenges you. What is not yours will slowly make you disappear. Put it down, not with hatred, with reverence for the life that is still yours to live.